Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.
Hello, hello, hello. I just absolutely love that intro with Bright Hawk with her drums. Oh my goodness. Just really drops you in, brings you in the mood. How is everyone tonight? Hello, Dan. We have Dan. Tani, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What a beautiful night it is to connect, huh? And drop in. We're over on Facebook too. I'd like to welcome everybody. Hello, Amanda. Welcome. How is everyone doing tonight? I have had a wonderful day. I spent the day at the Springs today. Well, a few hours, not the day, but I got to just sit among nature and just soak up the sun and soak my body in the cold water. It was like 72 degrees. Absolutely beautiful. Hello, Brooke. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm doing the technology. Yeah, it was so peaceful. I love it. It looks like um the water there. I live in Sorry about that. I have internet. There's times I go in, I mean, I have satellite internet. I go in and out sometimes. Welcome, Bianca. How are you? Prosperity Road. I love that. Beautiful, beautiful username. So let's look over on Facebook. Welcome, Eileen. Hello, Angie. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Mary. Angela Lynn. Welcome, welcome. So how's everybody's day been? First off, I'm going to just open up um, and just let us all drop in and breathe a little bit. My name is Mama Cole, if you don't know who I am. So hard with these glasses. Getting old is really like I need them to see, like to read or to see up close. And if I take them off, I can't read anything. It's crazy. But it does a big glare on the camera. But my name's Mama Cole. I have had I've actually had communications with the other side since I was 4. And I the way that I receive messages is I see like in my mind's eye, it's almost like a movie or like um I see your loved ones like right in front of me. I can't explain it. There's times I smell them, I get their personality. They'll show me things almost like a movie. It's really hard to explain, but I've done it my whole life. Um, And there's lots of times, like I dropped in a little bit beforehand. I usually drop in beforehand. Tonight's different when I'm doing the technology too. It's a little different. So you have to be a little bit more patient with me. Like I drop in before and then I'll take a few minutes and drop in again so that I can get our loved ones. But what I do is I feel the energy in the room and the messages and the spirits that need to come forward come forward. I also do sometimes get messages from your guides, guardians, angels. because there's sometimes that I'm noticing that I do believe the messages are from the divine that come through. Because there's times that I get people like all in white and stuff, and nobody um, can validate them, but the messages are like, oof, they bring all of us to tears. So with that, when I start the reading and I describe the person, if it is your loved one, just let me know and I will confirm it. I use a pendulum, and I usually use the pendulum. Yeah, I take questions. Not it depends if it's okay. Prosperity Road asked if I take questions regarding people who are still alive. If it's you, yes. You know what I mean? But I can't answer for somebody else because we all have free will. And when I do like yes, no, if I don't know right off the bat, I want confirmation, I use my pendulum. And we can all use pendulums. It's already showing you, this is my answer for yes. I mean, hold on. Okay, that's no. And show them I don't know. And then I don't know goes in a circle. Hold on, I'm trying to get that. There you go. So if you see me picking that up, that's for confirmation. I really hope your mama comes through, Simone. Okay. Hello, Linda. Welcome. So what I do is I drop in, and I'm going to have all of us drop in if we're in a more receptive, mellow state, kind of put the world down for a few minutes. It makes it a little easier for our loved ones to step forward. Okay. Like, because you're in a more receptive, calm state. It's like if you pray or try to talk to somebody and you say you're praying or you're trying to get hold of your loved one, you're like, gosh, I wish you would just talk to me. I wish you would just send me a sign. I'm not getting any signs. I don't understand. Why am I getting any signs? And you just get up and go. Instead of just trying to calm yourself, your central nervous system, just calm and relax and be open and just sit and just receive. Too many times we're just trying to get through life and we're going so fast. We're just trying to get stuff done, or our energies, we're just not receptive. Okay, so that's what this time is this is our time that we can receive messages. On it's Tani's Paul's anniversary today, so hoping to hear from him. And Bianca's hoping to hear from my son, her mother-in-law. His birthday is later this month, and her birthday was today. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to drop in, okay? We're going to take some deep breaths in, and as you take your breath in, I want you to breathe in just peace, comfort, and joy. Just okay. And then as you breathe out, now if you're driving, please do not participate if you're driving or operating heavy machinery. Okay, you can skip this part. Okay, but as you breathe out, I want you to breathe out everything from today that just doesn't serve you. Everything you need to just let go. It doesn't matter. Just blow it out. Okay, so let's just start breathing in, and we're going to do 5 deep breaths. And out. In. And out. Start feeling your shoulders relax. Know where you have to be. Breathe in. Out. Release it all. 2 more times. Breathe in. Out. 1 more. There we go. Now, do you see how much more different we feel? We're just a little bit more dropped in. Now go ahead and keep your eyes closed. I'd like to go ahead and invite our guardians, guides, angels, and loved ones to be present tonight to help us get clear, distinct messages. May the messages have validation and all be for our highest good. Amen, Ahu, and so it is. Okay, you can open your eyes. So now what I have done, I've opened our circle. I have a candle lit. I also burn incense. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tawny. What we just did, actually, we just reset our central nervous system. That breathing exercise resets your brain and puts you into a calm, receptive state. Any of us can do it at any time when the world gets to be too much. Just do some deep breathing. I used to work with kids that had autism or special needs and adults, and I always called it pizza breathing. But you can really calm a lot just by doing that. So I already had a guy come through before when I said that I checked in before we started. And this was an elderly man, and he was like a city guy. Like I see him living in an apartment or a flat or something in a city, a big city. I'm not familiar with city life other than what I see on TV. Like I've lived in Albuquerque, but not like this. This is like a big city, like New York or Chicago, like with the big apartment buildings. But he had a tiny apartment or a tiny flat, and it was old. Everything was the same and had been the same for years. Like all his furniture had been in the same place. Nothing had changed. It was all the same. And that he brought up numerous times. It was old and everything was the same, always the same. I get that he was an elderly African American man and that he died alone, but it was important for people to know he wasn't alone. He was totally surrounded by angels as he knew it would be. Like he kept telling people that angels were coming to get him or like he was going to be with the angels. So does this ring a bell for anyone? And he came through right away. Um, and right after him, so I'm not sure if this was him and his wife. I saw headstones, two hearts, the carved heart headstones, but these were two of them. And it's on top of a hill with big, huge, large trees. Okay, so if this is, hi, Nicole. I love you too, Donna. Um, does this ring a bell for anyone? He was very elderly. I'd say this man was late 80s. See, I really thought it was you, Tawny. Is he dark skinned though? Like, is he dark complected? Or like, did he look dark like in his older age? Because I get he was dark skinned. He was white. Why does he look dark to me? Because I was drawn to you, Tony. Because when you were the first one that came on and said about your paw. Yeah, it's you, but he keeps looking dark. On your mom's side. Because I get that he's in the apartment. And he did everything the same. Like everything was all, he had his routine and he liked it that way. And everybody always commented that his furniture, he needed new furniture and he didn't like new furniture. He liked everything to be the same, stay the same. And I also get he was like a war veteran or something too. Because I did see the war. In your remedy, just so you know, this is spirit led. So if your mama comes through, she'll come through, honey. Okay. So just be patient and be open to receive. Right now, I'm dealing with this gentleman. See, now I'm wondering if he was depressed. That's why he looked dark to me, which would be really weird because I've never had that happen before. So, Tanya, just feel it because I do feel that this is your paw. Definitely. Which I love that. Okay, somebody, Mary. Okay, the double heart headstones. Yeah, because I'm thinking they might be two different spirits that came through as I was dropping in. Because I even drew a line. I'll show you my book here in just a minute. That because Mary's saying that okay, because see, I did draw a line like they were two separate, the hearts of stone and then the gentleman. So it's okay. Like they do that. So they do that to me a lot. Like honestly, there's times I'll have 3 or 4 of them come through, and that's okay. I try to just get everybody connected. Hold on. Could be Paul. He was depressed. Okay, it is. I know it's him. I know that he goes with you. So what do you? He needs you to know that even though he was depressed, it was just because he was ready to go. Like, and he was ready for the angels to get him. Like, did he have like a really strong faith? Because he knew that the angels were going to get him. Like, he would talk about the angels because he says he died alone, but he was surrounded by his angels as he knew it would be. Like, as he knew it would be, not should be, which I thought was, yes, I thought so because he wanted to go. He had enough. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like, he was just done. His body was done. Okay, so but he wants you to know he was fine. His angels got him. Like, I love that. I've been present in the room when people have passed, my papa, my grandma, when they passed. And I'll tell you, my papa, when my papa passed, my nana came and got him. There was no doubt in my mind. She'd passed 4 years before of cancer. And that room, he was a super, super spiritual man, like a religious man, super, super religious. But that room was filled with just the most like heaven. You could feel heaven. That's all I can say. It was heaven. That's lovely. My family have really struggled without him. He was our rock, and I'm hoping he got my nan when she passed. Yes. Yes. Yeah, they're reunited, honey. Okay. So that's probably why he came through first, because he came through. What was really cool was he came through, and then as I was starting setting up the live everywhere, um, I was just doing the technical stuff and setting it up, and I didn't have it on yet. And your comment came through before we were even live. And I looked at the thing and I go, I knew it was you. Okay. So please know that, yes, he definitely, and there's something about being the same. Okay. So, like, if you're in a drudgery or something, or if you're thinking that repetitive is too much, just know that for him it was comforting. And you weren't going to comment. See, I'm so glad you did, because yours was the very first one that came through and it totally connected. Now I'm going to hop back up. So thank you so much for that, Tawny. Okay, so please know the main message for you is whatever. I'm going to repeat it, that he was in a tiny home and he was old, but everything was the same, but always the same, but he liked it that way. But although he died alone, he was surrounded by his angels as he knew it would be, not as it should be. You're so welcome, sweetheart. You're so welcome. I love it when they come through so distinctly. Okay. Um, now, who was it? Hold on. Over on Facebook. And I'm going to disconnect from him. Hi, Alicia. How are you, sweetheart? Um, Mary Bartsack. Hold on, honey. Here. The double heart headstones. Is this your mom and dad, Mary? I hope you're still here. Mary. Where did you go? It takes me a minute too, because I'm doing the. Ah, hold on, honey. Okay, these two hearts of stone. Here, let me refresh my page. My comments are always a little delayed. There we go. Anyway, these two hearts of stone are at the cemetery. I guess it's their headstone. And there's these big, huge trees. And it's on a hill. Like, it's an absolute beautiful. And this loved one goes there for peace with these headstones. Yes, there's Miss Mary. Are these your parents, Mary? Or grandparents, perhaps? I get it's your parents, so. There you are. So I apologize if it takes me a minute because it's your mom and dad. Yeah. Okay. And do you go talk to them? Because they're showing me like it's your place of peace. Like it's where it's like your escape. Like they're there in those moments. Okay. Sorry if my camera's there we go. I hope it's there we go. So I love that they were like, yep, mom and dad. And they just want you to know that they're there with you when you're going there. Like that's your solitude, that's your peace. Um, they're watching over you. And I get that they actually, I don't know if you have a picture like this or if this is what they do at the cemetery. I see them on either shoulder. So if you're feeling like chills, hugs, heat, warmth, like around your shoulders when you're there, they actually are like touching you. They're actually there. Um, and the experiences that you're having at the graveyard too are very real. Those are real because I get you were there a few days ago. Did you have an experience there a couple days ago? Like something with the sun? Here comes my cat. Don't be a pain. She was just at the cemetery a few days ago. So they were there with you 100%. Like it's absolutely gorgeous, especially in the springtime. Because they're showing me these big, huge trees and the two hearts. Did you pick out the two hearts? Was that you? Because they really like that. And they want you to know that's just like you. Like the hearts, once they're connected, once that energy of love is connected, that it doesn't sever. Just like those two hearts are together always, so are you. You're connected. That's how all of your hearts are. Yes, your remedies. I can still see your comments, honey. Okay, so Mary, I hope that helped, honey. I'm going to go answer some questions. And just so you know, if you guys would like a reading, these are just little snippets. These are mini readings. I do full readings. You can book right there. I keep going to the side. An hour reading. I'm sorry. There is a code right there, Spring 25. If you enter that, you get $22 off an hour reading. It's a really good deal. Okay, and that's good till June, I believe. So just a little bit longer. And right there's the website. Okay. So Miss Mary, we do have hold on. Now what I'm doing is spirit led, okay? I'm so sorry for the loss of your pet, Vanessa. I want you to know I've honestly lost service animals like you would not believe in the last 2 years. I've lost 3 pets that I've known that I've had for years and years. please know they cross over immediately. They're on the other side. They don't feel the pain. They are spirit. They go. Um, and once they're on the other side, once you pass, they're all waiting for you. So if you have a million pets in your lifetime, you're going to have a lot of pets waiting for you. Okay. I absolutely love that. Like, I'm excited. Oh, Amanda. So now that you'll have pig. There we go. I apologize, guys. I have satellite internet and it goes. Here we go. Amanda misses her boys' guinea pigs. And I guarantee that they'll be amongst the animals. Oh, I love this. Miss Elaine says, my daughter was in my dream for the first time since she passed nearly 2 years ago. Was this her way of letting me know she was okay? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It sure was. Absolutely beautiful. That's what we call a visitation dream, sweetheart. That's exactly what that is. In prosperity, you will see them again. You'll see all your pets, your loved ones. Like, and love is energy that is not once connected, you can't sever. Okay, once I always say it's kind of like Avatar. You know, on Avatar, how they connect to the tree with their hair, and they take the hair and the roots and they connect them, and all those fibers connect. That's how energy is. That's how love is. Once it's connected, you can't really untangle it. Okay. So I know our loved ones, you can't see them, but energetically, once you get through trauma and healing and raise your vibration and stuff and get to a place where you can meditate and drop in, you will be able to feel them. Okay, I guarantee it. Okay, so let me drop in. Sorry, I'm doing the technology too, so it's a little hard to do both. So that's why I'm kind of answering questions too. Um, okay, I have a young lady, total party animal, party girl. Um, she vaped, she smoked, she toked. Um, hold on, I'd say about 27 tattoos. Beautiful tattoos though, like very artwork. Um, I wonder if it's Elaine's daughter. This I don't know if this is your because you don't seem like you would be this old to have this. Like she has beautiful, especially on her. I don't even know. It looks like it may even be a body tattoo, but I see like down her shoulder and stuff. Like it's either a mandala or like vines and flowers. Absolutely gorgeous. And she partied and stuff, but I almost get she was a bartender. Definitely a bartender. Or like the bar life. And an artist, like I see sketching and stuff. Does brown hair. She liked to wear it up curly. But she wore it up most of the time, especially when she was working. She wore it up. But now I'm also wondering if she might be a tattoo artist. Because I do see her like sketching, like drawing. And remember, sometimes this is like playing charades. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. This could also be a glimpse of her life. Like she could be older now. Oh, Kimberly, you will, honey. Okay, so can anybody take this young lady? Let me refresh the comments. And she loved to dance. I get she liked to the clubs, but I don't get your daughter didn't have tattoos. That's okay. That's okay. So it's not your daughter. That might be my ex. Your remedy. That's awesome. Hold on, brown hair, curly hair, put up. She worked like in a bar environment, or she was in a bar environment quite often. Tattoos. especially I keep seeing like her right side, like her right arm especially. But it may even be like a glimpse to a full body tattoo, like a vine or something like that. Um, and she's good. She's like, I'm good. I'm okay. I guess she's actually better. Yeah, I really think that she goes with you. She died from cancer. Yeah. So that's why she's like, I'm better off now than I was there. So she's okay. She's good. She's glad she lived short curly hair. Yeah, because I get the curls. And it's like maybe that's why it's short because it's up. Like to me, it looks like it's up. Like it's real. I love curly hair. She loves music. So yeah, definitely. So please know she's showing herself now as like that 27-year-old healthy, beautiful woman. Um, she is showing me vaping, smoking like that. So I don't know if it was lung cancer or breast cancer, like in her chest. Um, but she wouldn't have changed anything at all. And she's dancing now in a high up ponytail. Yeah, that's what I keep seeing is a high up ponytail. Um, but she's dancing now. And she don't gotta work. Did she work a lot? Lung and bone cancer. Yeah, because I'm seeing like that's why she was showing me the smoking and stuff. Um, but she doesn't hurt. She doesn't have the pain. I get even though she was your ex, you still were friends. Like you still just couldn't live together. Yeah, it's you guys have kids together. I was just gonna say you couldn't live together, but you co-parented very well. That was the commonality. Um, you have the kids, you're taking care of the kids, and you're doing a good job. 3? Is there 3 kids? Rambunctious is how her mom smoked. She hates it. Yeah. But she says she would have got sick either way. Like there was nothing that could have been done. Um, and I guess she did try to fight it really hard because she shows me chemo and everything. And something about the scars. So that's why she was doing. Her mom has the daughter, her sister has 3 kids. Okay. So, cause see, I keep seeing 3 and then 1. The 1 I think is she a teenager? Cause I get the 1, which was probably the oldest, is struggling. Like one's very angry, which as any child would be that lost their parent. Um, okay. And she's showing me a part. Oh, her sister just had a new child. She's showing me a park with like kids playing. I can hear kids play, laughing, a playground, grass. I don't know if y'all just went to a park lately, but she's showing me a park and kids laughing. Yeah, her daughter's a preteen. That's why she's struggling, and the loss of her mom. But somehow she needs make sure she's getting counseling right now. Like, because I get that she needs that because of the grief. Once she deals with the anger and stuff, she will feel her mother. Her mother is very much around. Very, very much around. Okay. What do you and are you watching over too? Like you say the kids are there, but She keeps commenting. You lost your mother at 1. Yeah, she does feel her mom a lot. I'm so sorry you lost your mama so young. So you can kind of understand, I bet, because I bet you have felt your mom throughout your life. So you can understand how these children, yeah, feel their mother. So that's awesome that they have you because you can explain, yeah, I felt my mom too. You may not remember it as an adult right away, but if you start connecting with those energies and feelings, you'll notice there's no mistake there. That way you're able to help her. Okay. I love that for you, your remedy. I love that. And I'm so thankful that she feels her mom. That's beautiful. Thank you so much, sweetheart. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing great. How's everybody in Facebook land? Angie Wolf, your friend Tracy had tattoos and she went to the bar. I don't think it was her, but that's okay. My loved ones know how much they have missed since their passing. Miss Kimberly, that is a great question. Hold on. Let me copy you and move you over here, sweetheart. Give me a minute, everybody. Miss Kimberly had a really good question. And I hope it don't offend anybody. I live in the South, so I call people Miss, Mr. Um, I hope that's okay. Miss Kimberly said, if my loved ones know how much they have missed since their passing, well, guess what? They don't really miss anything. Okay? They don't miss anything. They're right with us. They experience all the weddings, the births. The births, they're actually escorting the children. They're with the children. Where we go and where we come from is the same. I've experienced it numerous times in my own life and in spirit and in readings. So they don't miss a thing at all. They're present at graduations, birthday parties, cemeteries, when you're sitting at home crying on the bed, like totally lost. When you're in the shower just crying, they're not like looking at you naked. There's nothing weird about that, but they're present. When you call out to them, just so angry or sad or upset, they're there. Okay, so they don't miss a thing. It's just our human perception that thinks that they're missing out. They're not. Okay, just their human bodies are, but that's it. Okay, their soul, absolutely not. I did not. I just got her message at the time. Okay, your remedy. It doesn't mean that they're not around. I'm just doing mini readings. So what I'm doing is this, I'm just allowing them to come forward. I'm delivering the messages and then I just release, okay? And I try to get as many because there's quite a few here and I'm trying to get as many as I can. I do have Tracy, I do believe your friend, another young lady that with the bars and the tattoos and she's cool as heck. Like I was a bartender for years. So, and I'm sorry, I close my eyes when I'm channeling and connecting. I was a bartender for years. I lived in that lifestyle, but it actually I used it to my advantage and ended up cruising the Hawaiian Islands as a bartender. And she loved the bar life, and hers it was more Tracy. This is your friend. It was more about the people, the music. She felt alive there. It wasn't so much the drinking and stuff. She could really care less about that. Um, I don't even know who that was. Was that Angie? I saw a Tracy somewhere. Tracy, was that you, honey? Or your the friend's name was Tracy? Somewhere I saw. I don't even know where it was. Hold on. I think she was in Facebook. Anyway, this she goes, live your life. Don't be afraid. Okay, I used to be afraid of what everybody thought, and I wouldn't go out. Like, I wouldn't do certain things. I wouldn't go to certain places because I was your friend Tracy. Yeah, there you go. Okay, her name was Tracy. Okay, Angie. Hi, Angie. Um, she's saying she doesn't want you to be afraid to be places, to do things. Miss Tracy wants you to live life and not be afraid of people's judgments or opinions and do it anyway. Um, and she's specifically showing me like sometimes people don't go to certain places like bars and stuff to go dancing and to listen to music because they think because I'm in a bar, people are going to think that I'm a drunk or they're going to think that I'm this way, I'm that way. And she's like, let them talk. Who cares? Okay. So she wants you, if you're holding back somewhere in life, Angie, she don't want you to do that no more. She's like, okay, come on. What happened to you? What's going on? Like she's wanting to push you back into life. Like don't be, she's like, don't be a sad ninny. I think she's saying ninny. Okay. So I hope you can understand that. Um, and she's not saying like party. You have changed a lot. We all change with age. Like we all change and mature and stuff, but she's saying like you almost are holding yourself back from enjoying. Like it's almost like you're punishing yourself and there's no reason to. Okay? She's like, "I'm fine. Everybody's fine." You really miss her a lot, but she wants you to know that she's okay. Yeah, what a beautiful friend. See, they never stop being our friends. They never stop being our loved ones. They always deliver they always deliver messages that we need to hear right then. Okay? You do understand, okay? And don't take it like she's not well, she's like, I am calling her out. Oh, she's funny. She's like, I am calling her ass out. Don't be all like she doesn't want me to sugarcoat it. I don't do anything anymore. I miss her terribly. Yeah, well, she don't want me to sugarcoat it. She goes, "It's okay. Like she's still with you, just in a little different way, and you need to get your little booty out. Go out." She goes, "Will it kill you to like dress up and have some fun?" No, nope, not at all. And all you got to do, just go find somewhere that has a live band and go have a drink and listen to the live band. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. And if you don't drink, that's fine. Have a Pepsi. And if you want to fit in, have a 7 Up with a lime in it. You don't have to drink. Yeah, you had a lot of fun over there, and you still can. Like she'll still be there, just be a lot different. You know what I mean? She actually will be there the next time you go out. She'll definitely be with you in spirit. I don't know how that works, but I know that they do hang out with us. They watch over us. Um, ain't no doubt in my mind. There's a few times I've had angels watch over me when I've gone out and got a little crazy, crazier than I should have in my 20s. Okay, Tracy, is there anything else that Angie needs to know from you? Just to keep your chin up, Buttercup. She's like, you have to, you had fun over all those years. So that fun part of you, that lady, that girl, she still is in there. Okay. She's still in there and she still needs fed. She still needs that fun to thrive. Okay. Oh, Angie, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. And she heard you. Okay. And just tonight, for some reason, we're just a little bit more receptive, or I don't even know. I really don't understand why sometimes the messages come through and sometimes they don't for some people. Okay. Just be patient. Okay. Um, Roseanne Pierce, will the hospital have accountability? You don't have to ask a million times, sweetheart. Okay. I'll get you. I promise. I'll do my best. Um, I believe so, but it won't bring them back. Hold on. Who was that? Roseanne Pierce. Is this your husband? Roseanne? Hold on. She's over on Facebook, so I have to glue and paste. So it takes me just a minute. Hold on. And Lisa and Danielle, I'm just doing spirit led, so if they come through, This one I was just I was drawn to the hospital accountability because I do get that there's like a wrongful death, the hospital messed up and they need to be held responsible and it's for a gentleman, but then I also get like a motherly influence. So I don't know if this is the mom of a young man or something. It's your dad. Okay. Okay. It's her dad. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. So sorry. I have a friend who lost her husband. Oof, because of negligence. Um, I get his was because of negligence. I think they'll take accountability, but that's about it. Like, and your dad's like, it was just my time to go, sweetheart. Even if they weren't negligent, he still would have. It was like his window of time to pass. Do you understand what he means by that? He doesn't want you. Yeah. Okay, but now here's the key, and I don't know how you would do this if it was your father, because I'd be furious if it was my dad, because I love my daddy. Um, right here. He doesn't want you to hold anger. He doesn't want you to hold resentment. Um, he wants you to realize he lived a good life. None of us know when the end will come, and that just happened to be his end. He's like, I didn't know when I walked into that hospital I wasn't going to walk out, but it is what it is, and he doesn't want his little girl to live her life angry or um, there'll be accountability, but he wants you to let it go. And that's hard. I totally get it. You don't really know what happened. Samantha Mack has a similar situation. Okay, so please know these aren't uncommon situations at all. Unfortunately, there is human error involved in the medical field, but excuse me, I do get that a lot of times it's an exit point. Hollis studies death astrology, and they have like there's moments in our life that is just we could just step out, and it just happens. And I get sometimes I honestly feel like if it wouldn't have happened then it would have happened later. Um, my husband's grandpa always said that if it was meant to be, that you could pass from a paper cut if you were meant to pass that day. So I'm so sorry for your losses. And I do agree that hospitals and should be held accountable for their mistakes, but it won't bring our loved ones back. And however we have to deal with it, we do have to get rid of the anger and stuff so that we can feel them again. Because your loved ones are very much okay. They're very much alive still. It's just energetic. Like it's just totally different. Their bodies are just like a meat suit. It's just like they unzipped it and their soul just stepped out onto the other side, into the afterlife. And I see it over and over. Um, and it's crazy. And I've experienced it. My own mother's on the other side. So I get it. I get it. I have a lot of family on the other side. And I've had a lot of experiences. That's how my gifts started. And a lot of people awaken when their loved ones are on the other side. As a matter of fact, I do coaching for that. If you're having experiences, hold on. If you're having experiences and you need help understanding what's going on, um, just so you know, if you're having dreams, it's okay. Dreams are good. Okay, if they're happy dreams, if they're happy dreams and your loved one comes to you and visits, that's a visitation. And they look healthy and good, and you have a discussion or a hug or something like that. That's a natural visitation. Now, if they visit you and they're stressed and worried and anxious and all that, that's not a visitation. What that is that's your brain working through the trauma. That's your brain working through the loss of your loved one. That's grief. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So that's the difference. If you want a full reading with me, right here is my website right there. I will never message you first. After this video, I'm not going to go through and message you. If somebody does, they are a scammer. It is not me. And if you would like a discount, right there is a code SPRING25. You can use that for, I believe it's $22 off of an hour. It's only for an hour session. And what I do in an hour is we can do a psychic medium reading where I connect you with your loved one. If you need some spiritual guidance, I do that. I do coaching. I do past life regressions, Akashic record work. I also can help you with chakra cleansing. I also do crystal healing. I do a little bit of everything. Tarot and divination, all kinds of stuff. I absolutely believe we die when we're supposed to, and there's nothing we can do about it. When we finish what we're supposed to do, we go. I believe that too. I really do. I've had I've had near-death experiences. I've almost died 3 times that I know of. I was shook as a baby at 6 months old and survived. And then I walked around for 40 years with a hangman's injury from being shook as a baby. And then I had my vertebrae replaced. I have a donor vertebrae in my neck. I'm not sure why I'm telling that. I never tell anybody that. I very rarely say that. So if someone here is an their loved one was an organ donor, please know I'm a recipient. And people like me are extremely thankful for your loved one's donations because it changed my life. But I almost passed when I had my neck done. And then I just had a stent in my heart and a heart attack a year ago. So I know that I wasn't supposed to die any of those times, but I got pretty dang close and saw the other side. But so I have experienced it, but not completely. Nobody has. If you've come back, you haven't experienced death completely. You know, your mom had a kidney transplant. Yeah. So please know, us recipients are very, very thankful. Very thankful. Um, yeah, it is very hard to go through. Oh, Miss Roseanne. Roseanne's crying and Samantha's sending love. Just know when we're in this setting, I've got you. I have a sacred circle. Any tears that are shed here are healing. Just let them fall, okay? Does anyone have any questions? How's everybody feeling tonight? Usually I stay a little longer, but I'm a little pooped tonight. Went to the springs today. It was so beautiful. I have to share a picture. I'll show you a picture with you guys later. I don't know how to do it here. Or I would do it here. Yeah, organ donation is a wonderful thing. It really is. It's crazy now though, because there's some dark stuff that people are saying, no, don't put it on your license and don't do this because there's some scary stuff going on, harvesting or something. I don't even know. But I know for me, I'm very thankful. I would not be able to walk or get out of bed or do anything if I didn't have somebody else's vertebrae. So with that, does anyone have any questions? If not, what we're going to do is we're going to, I'm going to release our guides and guardians, just like I welcomed them in. So we're going to close our eyes. I'm going to take a few deep breaths, just like we did. Like to thank our guides, guardians, angels, and loved ones for being present today, for delivering our messages clear and distinctly, and for touching our hearts and bringing us, if just a moment of peace and comfort. Thank you so very much. Amen, aho, and so it is. So what I've just done, I just did is just released them and told them that we were done. That's my way that I open and let them know that I'm ready to work, and then I close and let them know that I'm done. We're so very blessed to have you helping people heal. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome, Debbie. I'm so thankful that I'm finally healed enough that I'm able to help others. Um, it's a lot of work. Like, I don't lightly say that we have to heal our traumas and stuff. I'm still healing my traumas, but thank you for letting me know my daughter visited me in my dream. My heart's full. Yes. Yes. Does anybody else? I feel somebody else has like a really important question, but they're afraid to ask it. So please know that this is still a very safe place, um, and feel free to ask, okay? Um, no crazy questions here at all. And if not, that's cool too. Um, and one more time, if you did get a reading tonight, I love reviews. Just you can head on over to the page. That's just a nice way to exchange the energy. And if you want to book a reading, I do have availabilities this week. And hold on. I'm sorry, I have to scroll and do all that. There we go. You can book right there and use this code for an hour, and then you get $22 off. Okay. And the only other thing I wanted to share on our way out, hold on, let me get our code. There we go. The only other thing I was going to share on our way out was that I hope everyone has a great day. Please, a great night. Please know that your loved ones are never far away. They're just right on the other side of the veil. If you drop in, yeah, my readings are on video. Everything's recorded. You get a recording and you can download it and play it over and over and over. And I write too. That's what's different about me. Some people get confused. Hold on, I'll do from today's. Because I drop in ahead of time. Like about 15 minutes before your reading, I'll drop in. And I just drop in with your guides, guardians, and loved ones, and I just start getting messages. So I just write them down, and then we meet in session. I'll tell you, hey, I got all this. What does this mean to you? What is this? And we'll go through it. And then from there, see what else is needed. But usually that's pretty much like our roadmap. They tell me before I even know who you are. And I don't know what else. Oh, I do want to pull us a card before we leave. I have this beautiful deck. I have a whole bunch of decks. But tonight is my soul truth. Okay. And what this is this is a self-awareness deck. In order for us to receive messages, we have to heal. And that's what I was saying. We're going to heal. Just healing your traumas and the negative energies and stuff makes it more receptive to where you can feel your loved ones. They're right on the other side. Okay. So tonight, what can I do to make a difference? So what can you do in the world to make a difference? My glasses. What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it? Such that every ounce of you screams no more. Where can you create purpose out of your pain? Make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. Okay? So what can I do to make a difference? It's for yourself and for the world. What can you do to make a difference? This is what I do to make a difference. I hope that my little pebble ripple of peace and comfort can just extend out to the whole wide world and to the other side of the veil. Because sometimes our loved ones need to know that we love them and we think about them and we care too. Okay? So with that, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Take care. Love you guys. And reach out if you need me. I'll be right here. Thank you so very much for coming. Bye-bye.